Well, it happened. I got another flat. I don't know what caused the flat. It just happened. It's dark. And I'm just trying to get home. It's completely flat. I don't have a lot of heavy stuff on it, so I'm just picking the back up and just walking with it till I get to a gas station. I'm really close to one, and hopefully they have an air pump, and maybe it's not too flat to where I can pump it up with enough air that I could walk the bike the rest of the way home without having to carry the back of it, because it's just heavy. Here's the flat. I don't know if you could really tell, but it's like it's all the way flat. Pretty much it might have a little squished bit of air in it. Of course that one's completely fine. I'm just having to pick the bike up here and just kind of walk with it, but it's kind of awkward and heavy because this is like the center point of weight just about. It would be easier if there was a handle back here a little bit. Oh well. New plan. This really nice stranger saw me struggling trying to walk my bike, so he offered to help me walk my bike to this gas station so that I can fill the tire with air, which is really nice of him. And then he said, "Are you all right?" And I said, "Sure." And it was like, "It's cool. I'm just gonna fill it with air. No big deal." And then I come over and he's gone, and it's like I look at here and it's like out of order. Out of order. So, I'm not like a detective or anything, but I'm pretty sure this is what caused the flat. I don't even remember running over this, but I was listening to some music. I was listening to Kanye West, Diamonds Are Forever, for the song. I freaking love it. And I was really getting into that song, so I did feel like the tire was getting a little blah, 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 blah. But I was also technically on the sidewalk. Because of nighttime in traffic, and I didn't want to, like, whatever. It was probably just sticking up somewhere, and I totally, like, sucked it in. Oh, well. I'm going to try to take this out first. I tried to pick it out, but it was really in there. I hope I don't have to get a new tire. Ugh. Almost got it. Nope, wrong way, wrong way. Son of a bee sting. Ugh, let me get some needle on those pliers. Ha ha ha. Wait a minute. Is that what that thing's for? Oh my God. Well, well, look at you. Ooh. That's a pretty good hole there. I might have to take it in the shop, see if they recommend anything about that. So I'm not going to film myself taking the tire off because I probably won't be successful, but also because I don't want to. It's so but basically I got to like snip this zip tie, then I got to undo this power cord here. Also the power's turned off, duh. And then I just kind of pull this sucker off and loop it back. Then there will be a bolt back there that I gotta twist off. It's gonna be kind of hard because of these, but you can get it off without those off. And then over here, I gotta get this off right here. This was the one I was having. Actually, I was having really hard trouble with both of them, getting them off, because I just have a regular wrench, and I feel like I need a long one to really get a good force on there. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, I realize I just can't crack this thing. I can't get these pieces off. I know it's lefty-loosey. Also, if you look at these gears, it looks like it turns, you know, left to go out. And Got this really nice crank arm, but I just can't get it to budge. No matter how hard I do it. And I can do even harder when I'm not holding a phone with my other hand and I'm grabbing this like thing right here. And then I can't use this on this side because of the wire here, but get this sucker in and it just, you just have the teeniest amount of space to work with. But still, I can't get it to turn either. It's just getting on my nerves. And like I said, I can do it even stronger when I'm not holding up phone. Ah, my floor. Okay, so I guess what I'll do instead is, looking at it from this side, it's looking pretty dirty. So I'm going to give it a good washcloth cleaning. Also noted that, okay, so when you turn these bikes upside down and you put like a pillow or something to kind of protect the screen and stuff, which I'm able to turn the screen over, but some of the stuff it doesn't turn over easy, so I put a pillow there to hold it so that, you know, it doesn't hurt it or anything, it being on the hard ground. Then of course, you know, put your seat up so your wheel and everything hovers. But I noticed, like, the smart reason why they tell you to disconnect this is because wiggling around, you might accidentally turn on the battery just from it being pressed up there. So that's pretty good. I wouldn't thought about that. But anyways, I just can't, man. I don't know, I just got weak arms, or it's just on there tight. Maybe they use like an automatic thing to get these suckers off at the shop, and that's why they're so damn tight. But I mean, I guess it's good that they're on there tight. Whatever. Like I said, I'm just going to give it a quick cleaning. I'll take it up to the shop. I'm going to outline the tire here where there's that puncture hole. You know, just to make sure my tire is okay. Bye, bye. Oh my God, weight success. Look. Yee! Man, I got it that time. I just one more little, I did give it one more try and it came off. But before I get to keep doing that one, I'm going to focus on this one. So new plan, since I can't get the wheel off because I'm a weak ass bitch, I instead thought I'll just try to pull the tire tube out and patch it. We'll see how this works. I don't know if it'll work completely or if it'll work just good enough until I can get to the bike shop. I don't know. Anyways, so I originally thought the hole was going to be right where the hole was in the tire, but I guess when I was rolling the tire outside, it had moved just a little bit. Now keep in mind, I mostly picked up the back of the bike, because I did not want to damage the tire. I did not want to damage the tire tube further than it was. It was really hard to do that, but you know, anyways. So, but somewhere along the line, it had shifted just a bit. So I pumped the tire with just a little bit of air and listened because it was a significant puncture, so I knew I'd be able to hear it. And I just kind of followed my ear down the tire till I found it. Then I just used, you know, a tire tube lever and just moved it. And now I'm gonna, here's the, I don't know if you can see it. It's actually not a very big hole. There it is, right there. I mean, it's pretty punctury. But anyways, I'm gonna use one of these patches. Okay, these might not look like much, but these are fantastic. I love these patches. I get them from my bike shop. They're just so good, and they are so thin. So I'm just gonna, you know, follow directions and then just put it on there and see how it goes. Okay, I thought it would be hard to tell, so I put my flash on, but there's the patch nice and on. I cleaned the tire tube. I buffed it a little bit with a nail file sanding paper thing I had. And then I cleaned it with an alcohol wipe because that makes it sticky. Now I'm still going to clean the rest of my bike a little bit before I finish this up. Right, I finished. Well, pretty much. Like, I, of course, tightened back the bolt that I was able to get loose. And tried to tighten that one for good measure, but I didn't even get it loose, so it didn't matter. Attached the cord back. Of course, inflated the tube, poked it back in, ran my hand around to make sure that it wasn't pinched best I could. After I inflated it, I still put like I ended up getting nail polish and just dabbing a little dot next to the hole in the tire just to remember where it's at. You know, just because it kind of got a good chunk there. But the tube didn't seem to be too bad. It's inflated. I haven't rid it or anything yet. I'm going to wait till an off day to do that when I have time. I cleaned best I could. Some of this is not coming off. This is where I would run over these crabapple looking kind of grape sized little fruits that would fall from this tree. I really love doing it. It just made the coolest sound, and now I kind of regret it because it's messing up my paint. I just cannot scrub that off, and I don't want to scrub too hard, so I'll just try something better than wash rags. And I had a light abrasive sponge, you know, very light abrasive, not anything coarse or anything. So I might have to get something a little bit more coarse. I did go ahead and clean the chain and re-grease it. And just in general clean the tires a little bit. So I got some dirty rags. So worked out pretty good. This one's not bad. This one was the rag I used to dry the chain off. And then this one got pretty dirty too. Anyways, I'm not going to ride this bike until I get a zip tie because I can't find my dang zip ties to zip tie this back in place. And of course to put my back basket back on. So, but all in all, that was a cool alternative to fixing a tire flat.